A new era in Pittsburgh? The Rodgers watch continues. For fans of the black and gold, the answer they've been craving may have been sitting right in front of them all along. As the Pittsburgh Steelers face yet another defining offseason, all eyes are fixed on one name: Aaron Rodgers. At 41 years old, the future Hall of Famer still holds the power to completely reshape a franchise. And according to whispers growing louder out of Pittsburgh, that franchise could very well be the Steelers. For months, uncertainty has clouded the quarterback room. Who would step up? Who would lead the team onto the field this fall? The Steelers' patience may finally be paying off. NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, in a recent sit-down on The Rich Eisen Show, gave fans a flicker of clarity. According to Pelissero, there's now a definable window, a realistic time frame during which Rodgers could sign with Pittsburgh. And what insiders have been hearing only adds fuel to that fire. From everything we've gathered at Steelers on SI, the dots are beginning to connect. Rodgers signing with the Steelers is not just speculation anymore. It's a very real possibility. While the organization has been tight-lipped about negotiations, their confidence hasn't wavered. Behind the scenes, the front office has continued to operate under the belief that Rodgers is their guy, their next franchise quarterback, their leader on Sundays. Of course, nothing is ever a sure bet in the NFL, especially when you're talking about a player like Rodgers. Despite his resume, 4 MVPs, countless clutch performances, and a Super Bowl ring, the veteran QB has never been predictable. His future has always danced on the edge of speculation and surprise. But this time, there's a growing belief that a decision is imminent, and if it's going to happen, it's likely to happen this summer. Will Howard, the rookie wild card. While all this swirls around Rodgers, there's another storyline developing, one that's flying slightly under the radar, but could prove just as pivotal. Rookie quarterback Will Howard, a 6th-round pick with plenty of upside, has become the center of a different kind of debate. On one hand, the optimism is real. Howard has shown flashes of promise, the arm strength, the poise under pressure, the leadership qualities you want in a young QB. For some fans, he represents the next great underdog story, a late-round gem who rises from obscurity to lead a franchise. But not everyone is convinced. Critics, including at least one former NFL quarterback, have been quick to temper the enthusiasm. They argue that Howard hasn't shown enough to be considered a true starting caliber QB in the pros yet. The real question, does he have the it factor, that intangible spark that separates great from average? Realistically, Howard's best-case scenario might be a steady development arc that puts him in position to start within a few years. Worst case, he remains a backup or fades out before his potential is realized. The truth, as always, is likely somewhere in between, and only time will tell. What's next for the Steelers? The headlines to watch. Beyond the quarterback drama, the Steelers have no shortage of storylines heading into the summer. This offseason has been anything but quiet, and there's more to come. Training camp will answer some of the lingering questions, but not all of them. Key things to watch. The quarterback decision. Will Rodgers arrive, and if so, when? If not, does the team shift its focus back to in-house options like Howard or another veteran? Offensive identity. How will the offense evolve? With new weapons and potentially a new quarterback, expect significant schematic changes. Defensive reinforcements. The Steelers' defense remains a force, but holes remain. Can the team solidify the secondary and improve run-stopping depth? Leadership transition. If Rodgers joins, how does that shift the locker room dynamic? And if not, who steps up as the vocal leader of the offense? This team, make no mistake, is in the midst of transformation. And while the headlines may shift and change, the ambition remains the same. Get back to championship contention. The Steelers have long prided themselves on consistency, toughness, and a commitment to excellence. But right now, they're balancing on the edge of a major pivot. Whether it's Aaron Rodgers, Will Howard, or someone else entirely under center this fall, one thing is certain. Pittsburgh isn't slowing down. The off-season chaos, it might just be the beginning.